I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once, the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense Da Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. Tirada como aquilo, eu te prometo, cara. Tua última chance, me dá o nome. Eu só sei que teve um apagão, isso é tudo que eu sei. Isso daqui é isso que você quer? Nós vamos morrer. De qualquer maneira. É certo. Mr. Have a nice day, guy. Somebody get me out of this madhouse! I want out of here! You ain't gonna help me. Fucking luck.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Ele me pegou! Ele me pegou! Se mexa!
Te vejo no inferno!
The security switch had to be in that booth. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards had been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted it. wasn't this nice. The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Homem atingido!
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Atirem nele! Rápido! Senta o dedo, porra! Não para! Tô na proteção! Pra frente! Pra frente! Mirem para matar! Volta todo mundo! Volta!
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
Continue! Cobertura!
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. About the only friend I had left in that town. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. If there was one thing I learned since being in São Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Nem fudendo! Atirem para matar!
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. About the only friend I had left in that town. Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned Da Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money? I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Atire neles! Atire neles!
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. The bastards had me locked in. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Branco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker. I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Abaixa a cabeça, porra! Seu bosta! Meu Deus!
Espalhando agora! Cara, me tira daqui! Levanta! Tá tudo bem! Meu braço!
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on. Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. More goddamn security doors. They had their body armor. I had mine. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. They had their body armor. I had mine.
Vai, acabe com esse... Me dê cobertura! Agora!
Bora, bora que eu te cubro, bora!
Siga adiante!
Eu vou te matar!
Continue atirando! Faça com que ele atire em outra direção!
Fudeu, fudeu, não consigo
Vamos
mexer!
sair daqui enquanto ele não estiver morto! Levante-se! Droga! Meu Deus!
It felt like I was going around in circles, getting further away from the truth. I had to find my way out of there.
Vai em frente, atirando!
Defenda essa posição! Me dê cobertura!
Não se mexa, porra!
Tirando do meu pé, porra! Bora lá, levanta!
Ele entrou aqui!
Vai morrer! Ok, não me mata, não me mata! Caralho, perdi! Beleza, perdi!
Cusão, filho da puta! Mata esse filho da puta! Merda!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
pariu!
Você tá vivo, velho?
Pega ele! Vai, avança!
Vamos! Pode pegar ele, porra!
Vamos acabar com essa merda agora!
Vamos indo! Se estiver na
Beleza,
minha...
rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Traga esse traseiro aqui, eu te dou um pedaço. Vamos acabar com essa porra de uma vez! Ah, você vai pagar por isso! Para! Foda-se, cuzão! Braço, porra! Eu morto com essa merda! Meu braço!
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Cobertura, caralho! Cobertura! Porra!
I'll think of you when...
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it. Becker! Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper. You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the crachá preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Branco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. Guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club.
Parado aí!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards. Now that I made it through check-in, come on, you bastards.
Vou mudar de posição! Me dê um gatilho!
vai vencer essa nem fudendo! Tô gostando dessa porra! Caralho, cara!
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Vai, atira! Bandido! Afirmativo! Vamos lá, porra! Sangue no zóio! Não vai ser uma morte de herói! Olho no alto! Você não vai sair vivo dessa! Isso é tudo que você não! Não! Vem me pegar!
These were Becker's. Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. Nothing was happening back here. I had to get to where the action was. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Atire nele! Agora! A maioria aqui! Abaixa a bola! Em frente! Vai! Deixaram ele me pegar, seu porra! Atira! Atira, mano! Cobertura! Ajuda, caralho! Vem logo! Vem me pegar! Morre, filho da puta! Ah, morre!
Aceitou! Ah, bate de frente, seu porra! consigo sentir...
Presta atenção.
Fiquem onde estão e alerta! Alguém me ajuda nessa porra! Ataca! Ei, eu preciso de cobertura! Faz ele parar! Não, deixe o pacote. Vamos indo! Se mexa!
Tira no filho da puta!
Ele me pegou! Ele me pegou!
Matamos idiota que nem você! É um prazer!
Crianças, idosos ou deficientes até a próxima saída.
Tá pronto pra enfrentar a Giovanna em São Paulo, cara?
Não vai ser uma morte de herói!
Só tem uma lei nessa porra dessa cidade! Seu gringo americano de merda!
Não há estacionamento.
Você tá vivo, velho?
Dependências do aeroporto. Quem desrespeitar essa norma estará sujeito a reboque.
Você não vai sair dessa aqui, pô! Foda-se! Atira agora! Vamos te matar! Ai, porra, porra! Ah! Você faz o filho da puta!
Você é uma fantasia!
Foda-se! Abre o caralho, pra frente! Aciona a polícia!
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure line.
Gringo americano de merda! Meu, vamos lá, moçada!
Vem me pegar! Atira, porra!
Seu gringo americano de merda! Porra, vai, corre, corre!
Por favor, dirijam-se até a próxima saída.
Isso mesmo! A gente vai!
Caralho, tô ficando velho!
Vamos, porra!
Se desobedecerem, eu atiro no saco! Abrir fogo! E abra um caminho! Quando abrir fogo, mude de rumo! Tá bem! Ferida exposta! Era pra você... Ferimento grave!
Devido a uma emergência, todas as bagagens estão sendo retidas.
Eu vou te matar!
Até a próxima saída e aguardem. caso de emergência, por favor, mantenha a calma funcionários do aeroporto.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge. Not be blown up today.
E aí, fera? Vai morrer aqui, amigão! Não, caralho! Não foi atingido! Vai, ô cuzão! Chega dessa merda!
Devido a uma emergência, todas as bagagens estão sendo vendidas. Por favor, dirijam-se até a próxima saída e aguardem maiores instruções de como recuperar sua bagagem.
Corre, caralho, corre! Aqui, cuzão!
Atenção, senhores passageiros. Os voos irão atrasar 20 minutos.
Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
Não aceite manobra. Em caso de emergência, por favor, mantenha a calma e sigam as instruções dos funcionários do aeroporto.
There weren't any other flights clogging up air traffic control. Victor would be clear for takeoff as soon as he was ready.
Fiquem prontos!
Acabe com ele!
Instruções de como recuperar sua bagagem.
Você não vai vencer essa nem fudendo! Vai se fuder!
Devido a uma emergência, não
The tram to the next terminal was down the escalators.
à prisão.
Cobertura, porra! Vai, acabe com esse filho da puta! Porra! Se pegasse! Seu filho da...
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Dó, porra! Deixa eu matar esse cuzão!
Dentro dele! Porra!
Não posso me mexer! Eu preciso de ajuda! Meu braço tá sangrando!
Aqui, cuzão!
And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Tá sangrando! Todos se reuniram dentro fora! Parceiro aqui, eu te dou cobertura! Ele me pegou! Ai, chegou as suas posições!
Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Branco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with Da Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Tenha uma boa viagem, senhor. I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker. Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! 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 Você não tem jeito nenhum. Understand this place, Max? You know, Max, you're just another gringo trying to impose his will on our world. Fica aí, caralho! Pissing on another man's pool, Max! I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! You're pissing in the wrong pool, Mr. Payne!
Cop to cop, Becker. Come clean.
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end... Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Get in, Max! Just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Ah!
Look! There's a whole team of them! Look there! Right! I don't know how much more we can take! Ah! Get them! Insurance ain't gonna cover this! Aye! Shit!
That about sums it up.
Ah! We need to clear the runway! They behave like an army and they're equipped like one! Shit! Right there! I'm normally a behind the desk kind of cop!
Only I've been one of them too.
This car ain't so good! If he gets out of the country...
Don't worry. Border's closed. That's them. Asshole! Your career's coming down with that plane! Let's get it over with!
Shit! They're going to collide! Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk.
You'll walk with a limp!
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Branco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is underway.
justice.